Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 here, where we answer the super important question, how many lug nuts does this have? And the answer is 6. And that's the episode for today. No, that's not the question we want answered. Do these bunkers work? I've chopped up a pair of wagons here. They're just waiting to get unloaded. And the answer is, yeah, it actually works. Okay, it's not the first wagon load I've put in here. It takes forever to unload, by the way. As you can see, I've got one wagon worth in here already. Just kind of wanted to see whether it would work. It does say silage grass. So I'm hoping that's correct. If it's not correct, we might end up with some whole crop grass or whole crop silage. But if I walk into the other silos, so if I get out, use this, so like this one says silage grass, right? If I go over here, it says whole crop. So it did change. And whole crop is not something that you would normally have in the game. That's just what kind of like the regular silage became. It kind of got pushed to the side, and then maize silage became the new corn silage. So whole crop silage would be, it gives you the ability to chop, let's say barley, wheat, oats and stuff like that. You could chop it at an earlier stage before it's harvestable, and it could go in as whole crop silage. And it's actually kind of a common practice to do if you're not interested in either not interested in the cereal crop itself, or let's say the field has a lot of weeds and stuff in it and you don't think it'll have a clean crop taken off. You can always chop it. And this wagon would be so much better if it was rear unload, or if we had the option. Probably should have set them up for the option. Didn't think about that when I ordered them. And we don't exactly have the money to change them out right now, so it's gonna have to wait. But you can see we're not at 18,000 anymore in the hole, or 20,000, or wherever it was. We're now down to 14. And the hope is we're going to put some silage into here. I don't know how much to put in. I'll probably just do the one field. I have a feeling this bunker has capacity for a lot of silage. But as you can see, it takes a while to unload this stuff. And it still has to be compacted when we're all done. So that wagon is now empty. I can go grab the other wagon. Woohoo! And then just continue chopping if I want to. We're gonna cut through here just because there's not many rows to unload or to run over, so I'm not super concerned. But yep, I keep chopping. We'll see how full we get it, and then we'll see about getting some more food hopefully over for our animals that we've got over in the other barn. If I can get this in the right spot. That should work. Unhook that, unhook that, unhook that. Get this out of the way. Bring this guy in. Back it up. That should hook up. There's another tractor there. If I go forward just enough. Should be able to start chopping there. Or can I get the wagon? That's the question, right? Oh yeah, that should work. Oh. I cut that corner a little sharp. My bad. Sorry, wagon. I'm pretty sure there's a mod on here that creates damage because you run into things. So I should probably look into that, right? Anyways, I'm gonna unload this one. It's gonna take all of a couple of minutes, and then I'll keep chopping, and we'll see how much we get off of just this field, and then the rest of it, we're gonna bale up, and we're probably gonna sell because we have a lot of hay bales, and we need the money. We need the cash. We're hurting because our investment is not working as we originally intended it, and I'm not sure why. But we'll make do with what we have to do to make everything work, right? We just gotta get ourselves set up so we can get cattle and we can start raking in the dough from all this milk. But it's gonna have to be next season probably, so we gotta just survive the first season. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, I think now it's time for the fun part. We get to drive over it multiple times and try to compact it. This is not the right tractor for this, but we don't have the right tractor for it, right? We need some big, like, stagger or something. Many wheels as possible. Probably articulating in the center. I don't know. But, like I said, on the plus side, it is listed as silage grass, so I'm pretty sure these bunkers are going to work. And if that's the case, I mean, there's a lot of room in these bunkers. We could probably fit, you know, a couple million units in a bunker, which would be awesome. Oh, we're getting stuck. Let's try not to get stuck. I think this is going to take a while to compact. I thought it was going to be pretty quick. But I probably shouldn't make you guys wait that long. I can just do a super awesome speed up clip as I go back and forth and back and forth. I'll see you guys on the other side. And we are back at 100%. So guess what that means? We should be able to blanket the silo, and we're fermenting grass silage. I think it's all gonna work, guys. That's what we want. So we'll see what happens. All we can do is hope and pray, right? Well, I've got a couple of fields here that need to get tethered up because we're going to be baling hay and selling it so we can get our income back where it should be. But yeah, that means we have to get this stuff all tethered up and ready to go. I decided to chop that a little bit there. But here we go. Oh, should probably set this too. Oh, I don't want that up. We're going to set it to hay. I don't think that's actually going to change anything versus base game, but at least it'll be the proper terminology, hopefully. Alright then, I'm going to keep going until probably till nightfall, because I don't think I'm going to get this all done before nightfall. And I'll start baling tomorrow and we'll see how well we do. Yeah, it looks like we're going to make ourselves a pretty little penny here. Just like that, we're 28,000 in the positive, and this little load here will probably give us another 8. Betting we're going to be somewhere around 36, which isn't too bad. We can keep increasing it. There is one item we're going to have to purchase at some point here in order to make the corn cob meal, but we're not going to be harvesting corn for a few months, so I think we'll be okay. But I think with collecting all these bales here, baling the hay that we had, I think we're about where we need to be for August here. Like, there really isn't too much more else going on. I'm guessing if I look at the calendar here, so September is right before corn becomes available for harvest, which means September is going to be corn silage time, which is going to be the next thing we're going to have to do. And let me tell you, we're going to be putting up a lot of corn silage, I think. I don't think it's going to hurt to have it laid up in a silo, so you may end up putting up like 500,000 units or something like that. We've got close to that in haylage, right? Because I think we just put like 250,000 into that bunker silo there. Oh, that was more than I was thinking. That was almost 18,000. Well, even better yet. Yeah, I think we had like 250,000, and then we've got, you know, over 300,000 here being processed. 350, 360-ish. So yeah, we've got over 500,000. So I think corn silage is something we're going to have to process. We're going to probably want to fill some of, or we're probably going to fill this stave silo here and let that just keep processing. It's only $24 a month. That's why it's not that expensive. And then after we get that processing, then we're going to want to fill a bunker with it. And then on top of that, we're going to need something for CCM, right? For corn cob meal. I've been going back and forth about it. We don't need a huge amount of it, so I think utilizing a stave silo would probably be our best bet. But if we go into here and we go into construction and we go into silos and we find ourselves a nice stave silo for those reasons, right? Is it this one? Yeah, so it's going to be 55,000. So what we need is, we're going to need like $100,000 in order to get the silo and also get the mill. I don't know if we can afford that. At least not at the moment. We're also going to have to be hiring here coming up for our wheat fields that we're going to be putting in. So we're going to have to do that because we're going to have to plant it, and we're also going to have to roll it. So we have some work to do, that's for sure. So I think it's time for us to kick it ahead in August here. I guess if I wanted to make a little bit of money, we could look at contracts while he's driving along the road here. So there is some cultivating ones here, like this one. That's a big field, but we could do it. 19 is a big field. So it wouldn't hurt to do that one and 12. And what I would probably do is go like straight to 12, finish 12, and then come back to 19. And that would make us, you know, 30-some thousand or 40,000. So it's hard to argue with that, right? That might actually be enough to get us where we need to be. But that's all of our bales picked up. We do have more bales we could sell if we needed to, because I think we have way more hay bales than we need. We're probably going to have to put up some sort of a bale storage for straw bales, and we'll probably just store a bunch of straw bales that we're going to get. But obviously we're not going to have any straw bales yet. This stuff will be for spring, so straw will have to wait till springtime. But we don't utilize straw in our feed mixes, so we don't have to worry about that. Because was what, the 3 things that we're missing? Because we need 4 things for our mixes, basically, for the young stock, which is our haylage, which we already have processing. We need corn silage, which we're about ready to take off in a few days. And then we need CCM, which we're going to have to wait till October-ish to start harvesting, because the first corn we'll take off will go in for CCM. And then we're also going to need soybeans, which will also come off, I think, in October. So we're going to have a lot to do when it comes to October here. Lots and lots of craziness. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to utilize this one. We're going to borrow the items. And then we're also going to do 12 here. And we're going to accept this contract. Oh, I was going to say, I think it's right at our farm here, right? This is a big tractor. What is this? A 9570? So it's like a 70 horse or 570 horse tractor. Got ourselves an interesting cultivator here. It doesn't like the sharp turns. So we have to head off to 12, right? Oh, 19 is here, which is going to be a pain in the butt to do. And 12. Where's 12? 12 is this one right here. Alright, so we're going to head down and take care of 12 here first, right? Because if we go to the contracts, so the bigger one is the one that I did it for, which is 19. So yeah, 12 is the one we want to go to first. We're going to work up 12, and then we can head to 19. We're gonna cheat the contract system, because we're gonna use this leased equipment, and we're gonna use it for a different farmer, and then come back and use the leased equipment on the farmer that we leased it from, right? Doesn't this look funny with the extra small soybeans in the middle there? That's what happens when you don't pay attention to your workers and you end up with soybeans all over the place. Or you end up with a cultivator that goes everywhere that it's not supposed to go. And yeah, we can head up this way. I'm not entirely certain how to get here. This is headed in an area that I am not familiar with. But I do know 12 is in this direction. But yeah, this is just going to be some courseplay work. So I'm going to set up, I'm going to get to field 12, and I'm going to set up a nice little courseplay area, and I'm just going to let this guy go. And we should have enough cash. We'll purchase ourselves a couple of items, and we'll take ourselves into corn silage season. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm totally gonna farmer stop this. There's no traffic coming. So this field up here definitely ended up being a very strange shaped field. In fact, when I tried to use courseplay on it, ended up crashing the game. So I ended up having to redo the contracts, which I guess isn't the worst thing in the world. Like at this point, I'm gonna turn around and head back because there's a wider pass. It'll all get done at some point here. Once you finish the contract, it'll finish per se. There. So just finished this contract. Completed. If we collect, you can see it all got dug up. We're still working with this guy here. This guy's at 99% as well. I'm hoping that this final pass here will be enough to finish it. This is obviously our own equipment here. Yep, it just finished that one. So we can collect on that one. And there are some other cultivating ones here we could look at, but we've got over 100,000 now. I just gotta figure out how to get home. Because yeah, we did 12, then we did 8 here. 90 was another one that was on the list. Oh, there's this one right here. We could do 90. I mean, they're asking for a big one, but we can run ours. Alright. Well, I guess I'm off to find this field. It's gonna be a little bit, I guess, but at least it'll get us a pretty good amount of money so we can go in and we can actually harvest and do things properly, and we'll be all set. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure we have any sort of a wagon or auger wagon or anything like that. Might have to look into that, because we might not have a way to ship our stuff. Honestly, the best way would be to get an auger set up and we could use the bins and fill the bins up, and then probably use a semi to take them away if we need to. I mean, we have the tractor for the semi. We just need the trailer, the grain trailer. So we'll have to look into that. And by the way, the contract piece of equipment that we had that would not work up here, that was because this was considered part of a different field here, so it wasn't allowed. I'm not sure what that little corner is part of. It might just be like an unnumbered one. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna dig up a little bit more here and try and meet you guys when we're going into September, when we can start finally chopping some corn off. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I'm trying to figure something out here. Now, you guys don't see this because obviously I'm recording what's being displayed by the video card, right? Well, on my main screen, I have a weird spot on the right side of my screen. So what I'm seeing is this field right here is much darker green than over here. Okay? My colors are kind of weird. Like, this is like a dark gray, and this becomes a light gray if I bring it over here. Same thing with the purple and all that kind of stuff. It's only pretty much like the width of this box over that I have a weird spot. So what I'm trying to figure out is, how far grown is this? From here, this color matches like here-ish, like 2 steps in or something like that. But if I bring this over here, this matches this. So I think our corn is fully, or like at the last stage before harvest, which means it should get chopped. I was originally not going to worry about chopping because I thought, well, colors, it doesn't match. But looking at it now, I think I'm wrong. And I didn't notice how off my screen colors were until I was just messing around with that. I did not mean to get in. I brought a couple bales over here. And yes, I know I'm not supposed to be able to carry this, but I don't care. Oh, that went in. That went... Where did that go? Did that get included into the animal's feed? No, yep, roughage went in. Still not showing any health, but all 12 of them are still in there. So we've got 2 of the things, right? We really need to get ourselves going on TMR is what we need. But we can't do that until we have everything we need, right? So I was going back and forth, and I feel like CCM, we should probably put another stave silo up. Right? And the question is, do we do it, like, is there room to put another one in here? And I think there is. But I'm not sure we could get things unloaded properly, although I guess it would be going into, or it would be coming from, I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Do we try it? Overlaps with another object. So the answer is no, we couldn't put one in there. Now we could, actually wait, free mode, if I do this. Oh, and then I can put it anywhere. If I rotate it around, we could put one in there potentially, right? Question is, do we have the angle right? Or do we want to try to angle it a little more this way to try to get a better angle for filling? I think that might be the way to do it. Yeah, that should work. That's all about the same. Oh, except I went and put them inside of each other, didn't we? Oh, can we not, oh, apparently we can't, sell them? Oh, that's how you do it. Wait, can I? So I could sell those. Oh, now I must know, because I wanted to sell certain things. So that shed is sellable, this is not. These are not. That shed's not sellable, but this one is. This one is not. That one is. That is, of course. And then none of these barns are. Interesting. Alright, let's try this again. It looks like it's angled properly this time. Right there. It's gapped a little bit. That all looks good. This is a production point. I think we're good. Might be a little bit hard to see stuff right here because there's a silo right in the way. Cool. So now we have the ability to do CCM as well. And then we're just going to need some sort of power food. But That'll at least keep these guys going. Alright. Corn silage time, right? I'm just gonna leave this tractor over here. Oh yeah. I should probably clear out this path, and it's time to get this guy home. This is another field we were digging. I just kept digging stuff because why not? It doesn't hurt to have more cash, right? My downside is now I have to figure out where I am. It doesn't help that I'm zoomed way in. I know I'm down in this area. Okay, so I just got to go here, and then we just go straight across, and we should run into our farm. Perfect. That's pretty easy. But yeah, next episode we are going to start taking corn silage off, and I think it's supposed to rain today, so it might be like the second day of September, but we're going to fill a stave silo up so that we have a stave silo worth, and then we're also going to fill up a bunker. Probably more so than we filled up that haylage bunker. And to be honest, we'll probably start, I guess, filling, but we're going to put more, well, I don't know. I don't know if we really need more haylage right now. Like, we don't have the animals yet. We got to figure out how much we're going to need for how many animals we have. That's kind of our test here to see how things are going to work out. But, yeah, I think that's where we stand with things. This countryside is just beautiful. I love this map. Like, it looks so good. I love the smaller, like, rural field, but then at the same time I can turn some of these big, like, all these little fields into big fields if I want to, which is kind of what, you know, people are doing nowadays. If you're row cropping lots of stuff, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of bins up there. Not that you guys can see. It's got some interesting downpipes off the elevator leg. The green leg. Huh. Nice little bridge here with some water flowing. A pond that the water disappears on. All sorts of fun stuff. Alright guys, until next time, as always, take it easy.